Okay, good morning students. So in previous lecture we were going through the moment of momentum equation. We have gone through the numerical based on that concept. So this is the second type of numerical we will be going through. So go it carefully. This numerical is also asked in the semester exam. So the question states that the lawn sprinkler shown in the figure has 0.8 centimeter diameter. So the diameter of the nozzle is 0.8 centimeter. At the end of the rotating arm, and discharge water at the rate of 10 meter per second. So this is the velocity of fluid, correct, at the nozzle. Determine the torque required to hold the rotating arm stationary. So our first aim is to determine the torque. If suppose the sprinkler is rotating, then we have to make in a stationary position, then what external torque has to be applied on the sprinkler, so it will be stationary. So our first aim is to find the torque, correct. Second, also determine the constant speed of rotation of the arm if free to rotate. Means what? In second condition, they have given that the sprinkler is freely rotated. Means what? If that external torque is zero, then what will be the angular speed or angular velocity, correct. So basically in this question we have two aims. First aim is to find the torque when the sprinkler is rotated and we have to make it stationary, and the second aim is to find the angular speed if it is freely rotated, correct. So in this we have given this diagram. So basically this is not a C shape of sprinkler, it is zigzag shape, correct. In previous numerical it was a C shape. This is zigzag shape of numerical, and I have given naming it as a left side that is A, sorry, right side point that is A and left side is B. So I have given it here is the nozzle. So basically this arrow states for the velocity at A, and here it is velocity at B. The velocity at A is 10 meter per second and the velocity at B is 10 meter per second, correct. They have clearly mentioned that the velocity is 10 meter per second. They have not mentioned different velocities. So obviously it will be the same velocity at the nozzles. One more thing, they have given the value of R is 25 centimeter from center of tap to the point E, and similarly value of RB as 20 centimeter from center of tap to point B. Okay. And one more thing they have given in the diagram, that the direction of omega means the direction of rotation. It is in clockwise direction. It is clockwise direction, correct. Suppose if they have not given the direction in the diagram, so how we can judge the direction? So basically, understand it properly. If the water is flowing outside, if the water is flowing out, okay. If the water is flowing outside through this nozzle, so it will impact us. The torque will be exerted in the opposite direction, correct. So this is, if the water is flowing in upward direction, the torque will be exerted in downward direction. Similarly at point B, the water is flowing in downward direction, means the torque will be exerted in upward direction. Our aim is to find the direction of this omega, or to find the rotation direction. Our aim is to find which torque is which rotation is bigger. So it depends upon the value of Ra. If this value is greater or this value is greater, correct. So if we consider A, T into Ra is obviously greater than T into 20, correct. Means what? If T into Ra is the greater value, then it will be rotating in clockwise direction, and when it is T into Ra, T into 20 is greater, then it will be in this direction. But if you notice, both the direction are same, so obviously it will be rotating in clockwise direction. Okay. So we will be going through the solution. So first case, diameter of each nozzle is 0.8 centimeter. It will be converting it into meter. It is 0.008 meter. Next is area of each nozzle. Area of each nozzle is pi by 4 into 0.008 square. So this is the area of nozzle. Next step is to find the velocity. Velocity of flow at each nozzle is 10 meter cube per second. Okay, 10 meter per second. So meter per cube per second. You should note that this is the absolute velocity. Correct. If they have given directly the velocity, so we can use this velocity as an absolute. If you don't know the absolute velocity, go through the previous videos. You will be getting it properly. What is absolute velocity? Okay, so the next step is discharge. Discharge through each nozzle. Q is equal to area into velocity. We have calculated the area. We have calculated the velocity. So the whole is, this is the amount of a discharge. This is the amount of water which is passing per second. Okay. So our first aim is to calculate the value of a torque. Okay. So the torque exerted by the water coming through the nozzle at A on the sprinkler is equal to the momentum of water through the A. Means what? It is the same equation we have derived. See here, this value. Torque equals to rate of change of momentum. So if you see that T is equal to rho into Q, V2 R2 into rho into Q V1 R1. So if we just use first part, it will be rho into Q V2 R2, or rho into, if it is multiply here, rho into Q V1 R1. So this is for first point and this is for second point. So similarly, here we are dealing with point A, correct? So we will be doing it as a VARA. So rho into Q VA into RA. So rho equals to 1000 into Q we have calculated here into VA. VA is 10 meter cube per second into RA. RA is 25 centimeter. So it is 0.25 meter. Correct. So this is the value of TA. Similarly, if we have to calculate the torque exerted by the water coming through the nozzle B on this sprinkler, then it will be rho into Q VBRB, correct? So rho is 1000. We have calculated the value of Q into RB. RB is 0.2, correct? 0.2, 20 centimeter means in meter it will be 0.2 meter into VB. VB is 10 meter per second, correct? So it will be torque RB. So the total torque exerted by the water on the sprinkler will be addition of both the torque, correct? So TA, this value, this whole value plus this whole value. So I have added this value plus this value will be equal to 2.26 Newton meter. Okay. So this value is total torque, total external torque required to make the sprinkler in stationary position. Means what? This amount of torque will be required to stop the sprinkler, correct? See, note total torque required to hold this stationary arm equals to torque exerted by the water on the sprinkler. So this will be the value. Okay, I hope you understand the first part of our question, and second part is to determine the constant speed of rotation of the arm if free to rotate. So So speed of rotation of the arm if free to rotate. So omega equals to speed of rotation of the sprinkler. So absolute velocity of flow of water at the nozzle A and B are V1 equals to 10.0 minus 0.2.2 RA. For first part, we have taken V as the direct term. Okay, but if we have to calculate the value of omega, we have to make it as an absolute. Okay, so first part we have assumed that the velocity, given velocity is as a value of absolute velocity. Okay, so better understand the difference. And here we have said that if torque is equal to 0, then what will be the value of omega? So anyhow you have to take this omega into picture. So absolute velocity at A and B will be giving us V1 equals to this equation and V2 equals to this equation. First of all, this 10 is VA and VB, correct? And 0.25 into W or omega or 0.20 into omega. This part is tangential velocity. Now the question arises that why we have taken it as a minus sign. So for it we have to go to the diagram. First of all, you have to understand that the whole system is rotating in clockwise direction, correct? Means what? This surface is also this and this surface is rotating in clockwise direction, correct? But the water is flowing in outward direction. Means what? This water is flowing in downward direction and this whole surface is going in upward direction. So obviously the velocity, absolute velocity will be decreasing. Similarly at point A, the flowing of water is in upward direction, okay, but the sprinkler is rotating in downward direction with respect to this surface, okay. So velocity here at point A will be decreasing, absolute velocity. So we have to decrease the velocity, okay. So for decreasing, we have to decrease by some value. So that value will be tangential velocity. And tangential velocity we calculate by V is equal to R into omega. Okay, so V is equal to RA. So for first part it will be RA into omega, and for second part it will be equal to V is equal to R P into omega. Okay, so RA is 0.25 and RB is 0.20. Correct. So these both are the absolute velocity. Okay. If you get confused with respect to this sign convention, then message me or call me. I will try to simplify it in more easily. Okay, so next step is torque exerted by the water coming out of a point A1 on sprinkler equals to rho into Q V1 into RA. So this equation is came from here, rho into Q V1 into R1, correct? Rho into Q V1 into RA, correct? So it will be RA equals to 0.25, correct, into rho is equal to 1000, Q is equal to 0.0005026 into V1 equals to, V1 is the absolute velocity, so we will be copying here, 10 minus 0.2 into omega. So we will be solving it and converting into this equation. Okay. Similarly, torque exerted by the water coming out at B1 on the sprinkler, it is given by rho into Q VB into V2, correct? So this is the value of RB, 0.2 is the value of RB, rho is 1000, Q is we have calculated it as a 0.0005026 into V2 is 10 minus 0.2 into omega. correct? So this is the total torque at point B, and this is the total torque at point A. Okay. So the total torque on the whole sprinkler will be given as TA plus JB. So obviously addition of this both sprinkler, addition of both this equation, so it will be 0.1256 plus 10 minus 0.25 omega. So means this is torque at A and this is torque at B. So we can say that the total torque on the system is this equation, correct? T is equal to this equation. But our aim is to find the value of omega. If you notice that here both are unknowns T and W, and they have given one condition that the sprinkler is rotating freely. For second part, they have clearly mentioned that determine the constant speed of rotation of the arm if freely to rotate. Freely to rotate means what? The external torque is 0. So obviously if we are putting the value of this torque equals to 0, here since the momentum of the flowing into 0 and no external torque is applied on the sprinkler, so the resultant torque on the sprinkler must be 0, correct? Then only it will be freely rotated. So we will be putting this value as 0, so whole equation will be equal to 0. So we have to solve this equation, correct? And we have to find the value of omega. After solving, we get omega is equal to 2.2617 divided by 0.0515. So after dividing, we get the values 43.9 radians per second. So this is the final value of rotation, speed of rotation, okay, in clockwise direction, okay, if the external torque is 0. So I hope everyone has understand the numerical. If you don't get any step or if you don't get any sign convention, message me or call me. I will try to solve it more easily. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much.